All right, we're back again with another Aggie Spotlight. This is the last one, and I'm here with football player, Texas A&M quarterback Ryan Tannehill. Thanks for coming out. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So you're from Big Spring. Is that West Texas?
Yeah, it's West Texas. It's right on I-20, about 40 miles east of Midland.
Is there a little bit of a difference when you moved here, and it just a shock, or was it not that big of a change?
It was definitely a change. Big Spring's about 25,000, so it was definitely a step up to come to Bryan College Station. But I don't think I was shocked. I kind of like the little bit bigger city, aspect of it, and the stuff that you can do in a town this size.
You want to just tell people, how did you start out playing football? When did you start out? How did you choose it?
I got into it in 7th grade. It was actually the first time I played organized football. I grew up around the game. My dad was a coach, so I was always, at practice and around football. But the first time I ever played organized football was in 7th grade.
Did you ever play any other sports, or was it always just football?
No, yeah, I grew up playing all types of sports. Soccer was my fall sport growing up until 7th grade. Then I played basketball and baseball, and always was a little involved in golf and ran track in high school.
Right, and you do some of the outdoor stuff too, I think, right?
Yeah, I like to get outside as much as I can, and do a little hunting and fishing and stuff like that.
Do you have any other hobbies?
Yeah, I like to watch movies. I don't get to go to the movies enough, I guess, but anytime I get a chance to, I like to do that, and rent movies at home. Play a little Xbox here and there. Don't get a whole lot of time, especially during the season, but a little bit in the summer I get to play.
What's your favorite game?
Call of Duty.
Who's the best Call of Duty player on the team?
That's a highly debated question. I'm sure a lot of guys would say they're the best, but I think it'd be a tough game to decide that.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie?
I have a few favorite movies. I'm a big comedy guy. Like comedies. Like a few action movies. I know it sounds bad. I'm really into thieving movies, though. Like the Ocean's movies, 11, 12, 13, and then the Italian Job is one of my favorite movies. Then the comedies. I sometimes like the dumb comedies, like Step Brothers and Talladega Nights, Will Ferrell stuff. But I like a broad range of stuff. What's
your favorite? If you don't have if there's too many favorite musicians, just a favorite genre. Is it maybe Tannehill?
No, I don't think that's my favorite genre. It's kind of funny, when that song, I guess, came out or whatever last year. I was up here in the Players Lounge, and I think it was Ryan O'Brien or somebody, Anthony Vela, that's who it was, came up to me and was like, "Hey, did you see that song about you?" And I'm like, "What song?" So we ended up going into the computer lab and looking it up. It was pretty funny.
I was going to ask you about your favorite NFL teams, but I heard on the Bellucci Hour earlier today, and I guess when people are listening, it's going to be a couple weeks from now, but you said that it's not really one team, it's a lot of players. So I guess who are some of your favorite football players, and do you maybe model yourself, like your game, after one of them?
You like players, like I said, and Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, obviously the top, what I view as the top 3 quarterbacks right now. Aaron Rodgers is definitely getting up there, but I just try to take certain aspects of their games that I can learn from, and they're the best right now. They're playing at the highest level, in the highest league that there is right now. So anything that you can learn from those guys and bring to your game, I think will definitely benefit you.
I guess we'll get into kind of maybe the future. You're majoring in biology, and you want to be an orthopedic surgeon, am I right?
Yeah, that's right. I graduated in May with a biology degree and a business minor, so that kind of prepared me to go into med school if that's the route I end up taking.
Do you think that maybe since you graduated, maybe it lightened your load a bit? Because I know that you always had a heavy schedule, lots of labs and sort of stuff like that. Is it nice to be able to, even though I'm sure you like it, is it nice to have this season to not be as busy?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting for me. I was able to get into a graduate program, master's program here in child development, so I'll still be busy, but there won't be any labs or anything like that. So I think that's one thing that being a biology major really kind of puts you in a bind as far as playing a sport. Is there's so many labs, and the labs are usually in the afternoon, and you end up missing practice time and stuff like that. So definitely be a lot nicer not to have any labs.
I'm sure that you'd like to get drafted and then maybe be an orthopedic surgeon. Do you ever see yourself maybe doing any broadcast work, or are you thinking just once the football's over you're going to do that?
I don't know. I mean, I can't say yes or no right now. I haven't even really thought about that. Right now I'm just focused on football and trying to play as long as I can. So I guess it kind of depends on how long I play and stuff like that.
I gotcha. Another big change you got in the future. I heard that you're engaged.
Yeah, that's right. I got engaged the day before the spring game this year. So it's been a few months now, but yeah, it's definitely exciting.
Have you guys set a date, or you think it maybe when school's over?
Yeah, we set a date. It's going to be the week after the national championship game in January. It'll be in Mexico, a destination wedding.
That should be pretty exciting. What are your goals and expectations for yourself coming into this season?
I definitely want to progress each day and get better. I was able to get in a few games last year and got some experience, but going back and watching tape, there's so many things that I can do a lot better this year, and I've really been focused on those things this offseason as far as footwork and timing and going through progressions quicker and stuff like that. So I'm definitely excited to get back out in camp and get back on the field and with the coaches and everything to definitely hone in those skills. But our goal this year is to win every game. It starts week 1 with SMU, and we'll go from there. But that's our goal right now, is to win every game. And if you're winning every game, then you're probably playing pretty good.
Would you suggest to young quarterbacks coming in to take the route you did to play as wide receiver, while they're training with the quarterbacks to play as a wide receiver? You think that would help?
I definitely think it helps. It gives you a different aspect as far as seeing the field from a receiver's point of view. Helps you be on the same page with them, just on certain routes and certain coverages. And also gets you up to speed with the game. You're not just sitting watching on the side. You're actually in the game, and you get to feel the feel of the speed of the game. So, it's not really ideal. You come as a quarterback, you want to play quarterback, but at the same time, being out on the field and competing is a lot better than staying on the sideline. Do
you have a favorite moment as an Aggie and a favorite tradition? A favorite Aggie tradition?
My favorite tradition is probably the 12th man. Just the support that the 12th man gives you in the student body here is like no other place in the country. The crowd here is insane every time, and it just gives you the chill bumps walking out of the locker room, and you just feel the energy out on Kyle Field. So that'd probably be my favorite tradition. But my favorite moment so far, I don't know. I guess probably the wins against Oklahoma and Nebraska this last year. Just the feel at Kyle Field after those games was pretty incredible. So hopefully we can have a few more like that this year.
Those are definitely good ones. Thank you for taking out the time to visit with me, and good luck this season.
Thanks for having me.